And we're on to higher alchemy. The Rosarians, according to the public encyclopedias and other works of reference, are held to have been devoted to the subject of alchemy. And indeed, this statement is correct. But the modern compliers of such reference books have fallen into the error of supposing that the alchemy referred to was performed wholly upon the plane of matter and concerned wholly with the transmutation of elements. They are ignoring the fact that the alchemy which attracted the Rosarians and which took up most of their time and attention was mental alchemy and spiritual alchemy, something quite different indeed. Through having of course a correspondence to the material alchemy, or according to the law of correspondence, a student of the present book will discover this fact and will receive many valuable hints concerning the higher forms of alchemy, providing he is prepared to read between the lines of the text. It's what I've been doing in videos, like trying to help everybody understand how to do it, and to reason by an analogy. The axiom, as above, so below, will be found to work out well with this connection. Like that just broke it down for you. As above, so below. That's how you read between the lines. This matches this. That makes a complete statement. It's one aspect of it. It's not the whole fucking. It's not the whole blueprint, but that's your first understanding of it. Okay. What the esoteric teachings kept is secret. It is difficult to convey the average European or American the true reason underlying the secret society which invariably surrounds the esoteric teachings of all the great schools of occult thought. Thought, thought. Such a person is inclined to think that the only reason, therefore, is the delight in mystery mongering. Keep them searching. Yeah, that's like I suppose did a whole fucking progressive, just progress rather than perfection, progressive commercial where the old man, the sponsor or the grand sponsor, is holding money on the hook in front of their face, making them jump for it. Almost got it. Ha ha ha. Why do you think they're a fucking joke? When he thinks he finds among all cult teachers, but to one who penetrates even but a short distance on the path, the true reasons are perceived. Such a one perceives the dangers of premature disclosure of important esoteric principles to the unprepared public mind. Yeah, actually, like your history track and the way you've been doing things forever, fucking everything up, that is garbage now. Oh, wait. As above, so below, right? That was mystery mongering. As above, so below. The dangers of premier disclosure of important esoteric principles to the unprepared public mind. Do you see how that works now? That's saying that's bullshit. The following quotations from a well known writer will perhaps give a hint to the solution of this question. The writer says, excuse me, the original method of cultivating knowledge has always differed diametrically from the pursuit of the West during the growth of modern sciences. Right there, that statement, what did that make you understand? Look to the East, not the West. While Europe has investigated nature as publicly as possible, every step being discussed with the utmost freedom, and every fresh fact acquired circulated at once for the benefit of all. Ascetic science has been studied secretly, and its conquest jealously guarded. Oh, we're getting into climate change, right? Go fuck yourselves. It's a fucking lie. And that's, again, that goes back to as above, so below, mystery mongering. Mm, I need not as yet attempt either criticism or defense of its methods. The student will later on see that this falls naturally into its place in the whole scheme of occult philosophy. Fuck around and find out. The approaches of the philosophy have always been open, in one sense, to all. Ah, like as above, so below, right? Have to keep it secret. Dangers of the premature disclosure of important esoteric principles to the unprepared public mind. That's above. This is below, right? The approaches to that philosophy have always been open, in one sense, to all. It's a bullshit fucking lie. You're keeping secrets for nothing, you dumb fucks. You don't know how to fucking read a book and do alchemy. Vaguely throughout the world, in various ways, have been diffused the idea that some process of study, which men here and there did actually follow, might lead to the acquisition of a higher kind of knowledge than that taught to mankind at large in books or public teachers. Because they're programming people to be stupid so they keep their fucking pyramid hierarchy going. That's fucking dead now. I don't give a fuck. I'll spend my whole life teaching this shit. The East, as pointed out, has always been more than vaguely impressed by this belief. But even in the West, the whole block of symbolical literature relating to astrology, alchemy, and the mysticism generally has fermented in European society, carrying to some peculiarity receptive and qualified minds the conviction that behind all this superficiality, meaningless nonsense, great truth lay concealed. That's why I sucked at your fucking school, because I understood it. I've been doing this my whole fucking life and ask questions. Y'all sent me to the principal's office, suspended me, put me in detention. Go fuck yourselves. For such person, eccentric study has sometimes revealed hidden passages leading to the grandest imaginable realms of enlightenment. That's why I've been telling everybody, when you read a book, keep a notepad with you. If something interests you, write it down, research that. You'll find the trail. But till now, in all such cases, in accordance with the law of those schools, the neophytic no sooner forced his way into the reign of mystery than he was bound over to the most inviolable secrecy as to everything connected with his entrance and further progress there. In Asia, in the same way, the Chela, I'm not sure how to say that, or people of occultism, no sooner became a Chela than he ceased to be a witness on behalf of the reality of occult knowledge. I have been astonished to find, since on my own connection with this subject, how numerous such Chelas are. But it is impossible to imagine any human act more improbable than the unauthorized revelation by any such Chala to persons of the outer world that he is one. And so the great esoteric school of philosophy successfully guards its seclusions. Secret societies, go fuck yourselves. It is, however, desirable to disabuse the reader of one conception in regard to the object of adeptship that the very likely has formed, the development of those spiritual faculties whose culture has to do with the highest objects of the occult life, give rise, as it progress rather than perfection, right? To great ideal of incidental knowledge, having to do with physical laws of nature, not yet generally understood. This knowledge and the perpetual art of manipulating certain obscure forces of nature. Like, if you understand what that's breaking down right there, that's not talking about nature. It's like human nature is what it's talking about. And like, I broke down how they manipulate all that shit through Crystallizing Public Opinion book, through progressive algebra, how they use it psychologically, implanting strategic management. Because why? Oh, yeah, because they use this book, The Crowd, the study of the popular mind, to understand and create bullshit to persuade the population. Which it brings in its train. Invest in adept and even the adept's pupil at a comparatively early stage of their education. Again, that's the fucking commercial I'm talking about, where your sponsor or grand sponsor holds money on a fucking fishing pole above your head and says, almost got it, almost got it. Them 3 books I just broke down. That's how it fucking works, people. With very extraordinary powers, the application of which to matters of daily life. Everything I booked down through 3 books. We're getting into it. I didn't even read this yet and I understand it. Will sometimes produce results that seem altogether miraculous, and from the ordinary point of view, the acquisition of apparently miraculous power is such a spontaneous achievement that people are sometimes apt to fancy that the adept's object in seeking the knowledge he attains has been to invest himself with these covered powers. It would be as reasonable to say of any great patriot of military history, oh, I'm a Seabee veteran, no shit, that his object is becoming a soldier, has been to wear a gray uniform and impress the imagination of the nursemaids. Wait, gray uniform, right? Again, that song, I've been kissed by a rose on a gray. Go fuck yourselves.